Hello guys, there are a lot of Laravel packages out there, and there are articles and questions like what packages do you need for Laravel projects? And it all depends on what your project does. Whether you work with Excel exports, for example, or file uploads, there are very popular packages for each of those areas. But today I want to show you 4 packages that you will need no matter what. So let's start with number 1. It's laravel-ide-helper. So Laravel contains quite a lot of so-called magic under the hood with the facades and all the stuff that are not caught by IDE like PHP Storm. As a result, you can see something like this. So PHP Storm underlines and doesn't really recognizes the main eloquent function task where, so model where. To avoid that, there's a package called laravel-ide-helper, really old one, 11,000 stars, really popular. And what it does, it automatically generates PHP docs, so your IDE would understand a lot of stuff. There are a few commands that you can run to generate some parts of the docs, and in my example I have installed it already, and I will show you how to generate the models. So for that specific example for task where, we need to run PHP artisan IDE helper models. And then you get asked, and this is a question that could be misunderstood, do you want to overwrite the existing model files? It's not that overwrite would change your code, it would just add PHP doc blocks for every function, I think, or class somewhere in the file. Personally, I prefer to not change the file itself, but instead write to IDE helper models. So in this case I choose no, and then we have a new file in our PHP Storm called _IDE helper models. And here you have quite a lot of stuff generated for all your models. In my case, it's user model and task model. That's all I have for this project. And let's also run the main command of generate for Laravel facades. It will generate the main IDE helper, which is this. So a lot bigger file with a lot of stuff. You can take a look, but that doesn't really matter. If we go back to the controller, saw that our where statement is not underlined anymore. So this IDE helper package will help your IDE like PHP Storm underline only the actual errors and not the Laravel magic. Package number 2 that I want to recommend comes from the same guy that created laravel-ide-helper. It's barrydh. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. So he's a really old participant in Laravel community, created one of those first packages for Laravel, including laravel-debugbar. And I use debugbar quite a lot in my own videos, so if you've seen that somewhere in my videos on the bottom where I measure performance or amount of queries, so this is laravel-debugbar. And the most often usage for that is the amount of queries that are run, but there are much more things to see. So it shows a lot of stuff for every request. So let's try to install that. Both of those packages actually have --dev when installation because you need them only locally. So install laravel-debugbar. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to configure anything. Now if you load your page, here's my page. At the bottom you have queries, models, views, and if we go to, for example, tasks, the list of tasks, there are 3 queries. So laravel-debugbar can help you see how many queries do you have and whether you have too many. That's the most often usage, but as I said, there's a lot more stuff under the hood, so you can check the documentation for all the features. Package number 3 that I want to recommend has similar purpose like laravel-debugbar, to detect the amount of queries that you run. And you can detect that with debugbar as well. So here I have an example. Tasks list with username, and in the blade file I have task username, but I don't use eager loading, so in the controller I just query tasks without mentioning the user, which leads to the amount of queries being too many. So for every task there's a query to the database to query its user. So there are 18 queries, and to avoid that you need to specify with here user. So that's the solution, and if we refresh there are only 4 queries. If you didn't know about eager loading and n+1 query problem, go to Laravel documentation and search for eager loading. But the package that I want to show you, let's roll back. For example, if you don't have laravel-debugbar or you forgot to take a look at it, for example, it's minimized, for example, and you just keep on working, but there's a package that can visually show you the error in your face, so to speak. It's called laravel-query-detector. n+1 query detector by Marcel Posiat from beyondcode, and here's how the result would look. Let's try it out. We try query detector, install it. Again, it's --dev because you need that only locally. because you don't want to expose the amount of queries or name of your models on production. It would be a security issue. Okay, so we have installed that, and there's nothing more to configure. Let's just refresh our page. And as you can see, it doesn't only show the query, but shows what to change. Model task relation user. You should add with user to eager load this relation. So it shows the exact advice, so you wouldn't even think what is wrong. So I would suggest to install both laravel-debugbar and query-detector, because n+1 queries is probably #1 cause of bad performance in Laravel projects that I've seen in my experience with Laravel. And those packages will help you to avoid it. Finally, the fourth package that I want to show you, you probably will need it after your project is launched, but I totally recommend laravel-backup from Spatie. It's probably the easiest way I know to back up your database or schedule the backup nightly or every hour or something. So let's install that package from the documentation. Then what we need to configure. By default, it will back up the files as well, but in my case, in my experience, it's mostly used for the database, so this. So let's configure that. Let's publish the config. So this, publish the config, and then we have config backup file in our project. So config backup, and let's disable the files. So empty array would be included in files, and let's run PHP artisan backup run. Sending notification failed means probably tries to send an email or something that it is successful, but generally it is successful. Let's see where that backup has been stored. So storage, app, Laravel from what I remember, and zip file. What's inside? DB dumps. We have the SQL with all our database including the data. And you can schedule the backups automatically. This is what I advise by default. So whenever you release the project, you immediately configure this. So in schedule file, in app console kernel, so kernel of console, this file, in schedule, you add the command backup run daily at whatever time you want, and you forget about it. So that's the least you can do. Probably you should configure that backup of the database should be stored elsewhere on Amazon S3, for example, or whatever external server. So in case your server goes down, you will still have backup at least daily. So these are 4 packages I recommend for any Laravel project. Anything else that you would recommend, shoot in the comments, and let's discuss what more packages can we all use to make our lives better. If you want more tips on Laravel, these packages or quick tips, I suggest you follow me on Twitter. I already have 8,000 followers, so join them and let's communicate there if you are on Twitter. And you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter, which I send every Thursday with random various Laravel tips, tricks, my own articles, and articles I find from the community over that week. And see you guys in other videos.